Hotaru-chan!
Hi!
It's gotta be pretty weird for her to come here to visit her sister. Uh-oh, oh god. Oh god, Hotaru, close your eyes! Her reaction like, underwear! She's still wearing clothes, okay? Come on, don't make such a big deal out of it. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's hard to confuse Kotori with someone else. Is she here? Ageha brings Hotaru into the dining hall, where everyone is having breakfast. Was she mad? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's better for you to stay here forever, Ageha. Just move in here permanently. Hi, Hotaru. So someone commented, right, that in the other, there's like a sort of sequel or DLC of If My Heart Had Wings, but it hasn't been translated, unfortunately. But in there is a Hotaru route. So I really went from like, there's a Hotaru route to extreme happiness and like, whoa, awesome! But it's not translated, to extremely disappointed in like a span of 5 seconds. It's kind of sad to hear about that. Because Hotaru's a cute girl. You want some breakfast? There she is again. Is this just a fashion statement from you, Amane? Just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wear this. Nobody's gonna say shit about it. Because that's the thing, right? You can wear the weirdest shit ever. Like, look at fashion nowadays, right? Some fashion is, you look at it and it's so stupid. Like, some of it just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, even the pants nowadays, you've seen some jeans where it's just fucking ripped, right? Where they actually get like, just normal, awesome, good jeans, and then they cut holes in it or rip parts of it to shreds and whatnot. And you're just thinking like, what the actual fuck? But as long as you're confident wearing whatever you're wearing, don't give a shit about it, then some people will actually just buy it and like, wow, that's so awesome. And then at some point, somehow it becomes a trend and other people will start wearing it too. Of course, I mean, Hana's been alive for this long as well, right? If it predates Isuka being here. It's been a few days since the dormitory became our camp. It's become our routine for everyone to get together to eat breakfast. It's really lively, so it makes it feel more like a camp. Also, today, we have a special need to have a good breakfast. Unlike usual, today's work will be a test of our endurance. Is it like the final stretch? Or is it the heat? We need all the help we can get. I'm sure there's something for you, Hotaru. Yeah, just like holding something, you know, or handing screwdrivers and stuff like that. That's pretty easy. Finish your sentence, don't eat in between sentences, Ageha. You're like, well, today, num num num, we're going to num num num. Oh, a runway! Of course, we need that too, to, you know, when the glider is like fully built, like, you need to have a runway to actually take off, right? Yep, a runway.
ここが滑走路だ。
But this is grass. Do we need to mow all of this? Oh no, are you for real? We stared at the wide open empty lot overgrown with lush grass in complete bewilderment. I think we're going to need to oh my god, really? We need to get rid of all this grass?
ここ全部私たちで綺麗にするの？
Oh shit.
ああ、そうだ。覚悟してたこととはいえ、実際に見るとおじけづくわね。
Do we have more than one lawnmower? This is not even a lawn. This is not a lawn. A lawnmower isn't big enough for this job. You need like a freaking tractor. We are on the verge of completing the main wings, so we are finally getting ready for the test flight. This is one of those things, the construction of the runway. In the grassy field on the other side of the lake was a wide, flat area with no gradients. When we heard the word runway, we all imagined it to be paved with asphalt, like in an airfield. That's what I assumed as well.
やはり夏場は雑草の成長が早いな。
But I guess grass works too, or just, you know, earth in general, as long as it's smooth enough, as long as it's not bumpy. Among them were overgrown weeds that would need to be cut down. Like if the grass is just really short, pretty sure we would have no trouble using this as a runway. While making a glider, we'd be making a runway too. We have to tidy this place up. That's why we called for some help. Mabo too, dude, what the fuck? What the hell are you wearing? Damn, dude, did your girlfriend dress you or something? Holy shit.
そんなこと言っていいんだ。エリちゃんにあんたの恥ずかしい秘密ばらすわよ。
汚ねえ、マジ汚ねえこの女。
Yep, blackmail.
あんたこそ余計なことベラベラ喋って、本当ならお尻キックかましてやるところよ。
Just kick his ass now.
やっぱこいつ中身は男だよ。
Ageha had persuaded Masatsugu to come with us.
うえ
Hey, Kanako-chan too!
頑張るっきゃないと。
I have a feeling that Kanako is not a girl that, like, you know, likes to work very hard. She's just kind of lazy. That's the vibe that I get from her. I could be wrong, I don't know. As a condition for preparing her meals throughout this summer holidays, Kanako has come to help us too.
私にできるかな。
Of course, it's not hard, you just pluck the weeds. Unfortunately for her, Utaru, who only came here to bring a change of clothes for Ageha, was brought along too. Yeah, she was not planning on doing this, but she somehow got pulled along. Duck! Oh, Hat, you can do this too, right? He can actually make a meal out of it. He doesn't even need to pull, he's just like nom nom nom. He needs to eat grass. I mean, obviously he can't eat the entire field, but you know, at least for him it won't feel as much as working as just snacking. And then there was Hat. Ducks eat weed, so we didn't need to force him, so we just brought him out for a stroll. But isn't this private property?
ああ、そうだ。この広場の所有者はソアリング部の OB らしい。
Ah, so you asked permission? So this person is one of the old members of the Soaring Club from before Amane and the others revived
定
it.
期的に草刈りをすることを条件に無償で貸してくださっている。
That's a pretty good deal. Wow.
それじゃ始めましょう。無駄口叩いてたら日が暮れちゃうわよ。
What? Is that an actual term? If we spend too much time waffling? Is that like dilly-dallying? You're just kind of like messing around, not doing anything, wasting time? Stop waffling, dude! I'm totally gonna use that word now. Waffling. At the command of Kotori Habane, second in charge of the club, we began cutting the grass. Oh yeah, now when Kotori ever, you know, commands something, we need to listen. She's the second in charge. Oh, this is gonna be a long-ass day. Being in such sweltering heat makes it all the more difficult. We brought sunscreen, right? Don't want to have like tan lines and shit burned in my face. Here, there is nothing to do, or there's nothing to block the sunlight, and the wind blowing from the direction of the lake only cools us down a bit. It's so hot! The towel wrapped around my head in place of a hat is already drenched in sweat. We all need to make sure we don't get heat stroke. It's said that you must drink water at regular intervals. On a day as hot as today, it's best to drink something before you start feeling thirsty.
もうダメ。ちょっとコンビニ行ってきていいか？
情けないな。男の子でしょ？
Yeah, you tell me, is your girlfriend a man in the relationship or something? She probably is, isn't
こ
she?
ちとらバイトとバンドと恋に夢中なもやしっこなんだ。
Kotori, are you okay? I feel like we should just let it, like, okay, it's probably not easy to get your hands on a couple of cows, but if you just let a couple of cows just like walk around here, if we had sort of planned this ahead of time, right? Just a couple weeks ago, we should have like gotten a handful of cows, let them wander this field, and then bam, they would have just eaten all the grass. At least for the most part.
お尻が超ムレムレだけど。
Oh really? Do you need me to dry your butt off, Kotori? We thought that it might be impossible for Kotori, who's in a wheelchair, to do the weeding, but even so, she wanted to do it. I was worried that she, without thinking of the working conditions, would get carried away and collapse. Here, have some of this sports drink.
Thank you.
What is it, Hotaru? Oh, a bug! Oh no, I'm sorry! Normally I would come and protect you if it were anything else, but a bug? I hate bugs, so I'm running away too. A grasshopper came jumping out of the grass that was about to cut. The same shit happened to me. I mean, like, it was really weird, but I sort of opened my door, and on one side of the door, on the outside, there was this tiny grasshopper just stuck to my door. And I was like, how the hell did it get here? How the hell did it get inside my house? Like, it was just on my door. It was really weird. I just sort of grabbed it and released it in the toilet. Yeah, I flushed it. Sorry, grasshopper. What? It's just a grasshopper. In the Philippines too, one time I just sort of was watching TV and we have like, the window was open on the side and I held my arm to like the windowsill, you know? And like, without even noticing, I was just watching TV. There was apparently a grasshopper on my arm and I didn't notice until someone told me, and then I freaked the fuck out. The tourist is hiding behind me, scared. I caught the grasshopper and put it down in an area that we had finished cutting. Don't get caught by Hat. He'll eat you. Ducks love eating grasshoppers. Why wouldn't we feed him to Hat? Or just like put him in a place and then just like, Hat, look, grasshopper, get him, get him! And then we'd have like a TV show where Hat is chasing after grasshoppers. Kanako, using a lawnmower that Ageha borrowed from a local farm, was cutting down long weeds along one side. As long as they aren't long enough to get entangled around the wheels, it's no problem, so there's no need to pull them out from the root.
ほら、ハット先輩、邪魔だよ。ミンチになっちゃうよ。
Uh-oh, we don't want Hat to be in pieces. Thinking that the lawnmower is a living thing, Hat tries something to mess around with it.
ねえ、葵くん、その子をどっか連れてっといて。
Okay, no problem. Come here, Hat. Don't play around with that dangerous thing. He's like, no, I want to be with that. I don't know why. I like playing with danger. He likes playing with fire. He wants to almost die. Hat, who doesn't want me to pick him up, starts going crazy as I take him away. Alright. Here should be okay. Now go get the grasshopper.
Yeah, ハット。
He sees Amane and all is fine again. All is fine in Duck World. Amane, could you take care of him?
うん、いいぞ。
Amane, who usually just stays in the garage, is really throwing herself enthusiastically into cutting the grass today. That reminds me, the time when you did the test flight before, it took off from here, didn't it?
そうだ。
How was the grass at that time?
私と顧問の山野辺先生とでやった。必要な部分だけだが。
Huh? The advisor?
おう、顧問だ。
You had an advisor, not anymore though? I guess the clubs usually have one of those. But I haven't seen him even once. Hey, Ageha.
何？
Do you know Yamanobe sensei?
ああ、あの若い男の先生。頼りなくてひょろっとしてる？
Seems like he's our advisor.
うん、知ってるよ。
Then where the fuck is he? Why have we never seen him? She knew about that? As I should have expected. Why doesn't he come to supervise our club activities?
前の顧問の先生が定年退職なさって、代わりに顧問になってくれたのが
Don't
山
tell
野
me
辺
he's
先
a
生だ。
ghost advisor, you know? Similarly, like you have ghost members, he's a ghost advisor. He's just, yeah, I'm gonna be your advisor, but never shows up.
先生はグライダーについては素人だし、あまり興味もないようだ。
So he's just our advisor for the sake of being an advisor because, well, a club needs an advisor. But yeah, he doesn't give a shit about us.
あの先生、事なかれ主義だからね。飛岡先生に頭上がらないし。
Okay, that's kind of a pussy move. Like, dude, you gotta at least protect your club, okay? Even if you're not interested in the activities that we're doing, if you don't want to oversee it, fine. But if another teacher starts harassing our club, you should stand up for us. So, she got that teacher to help out. Then, what about the test flight?
山野辺先生は人手が足りない時だけ協力してくれるんだ。グライダーを飛ばすには一人では無理だからな。
I don't know what kind of person this Yamanobe sensei is, but he might be in a difficult position. It looks like there would be no end to his worries. She probably didn't want to burden him with anything. I thought about that as I worked hard at building the runway. I realized that everyone was covered in dirt, and it seems that today's bath would feel especially good. Oh yeah, washing all the icky off. And in that manner, the preparation for the test flight gradually proceeded. We were doing everything for the first time, taking up even the tedious jobs with a feeling of freshness. Then, one day in August, at long last... Did we finish the runway? Or finish the glider? The main wings are finally completed! Ooh! Everyone looked at the giant, white-painted wings with an indescribable feeling. So many things had happened for us to get this far. Yep, we had setbacks, we had shitty things happen, the club almost went under without a Geha, but we managed to pull back and make this shit happen regardless.
やったね、Kotori.
Kotori doesn't seem happy though. What's wrong, Kotori? Or is she like emotional? Maybe she's so happy that she can't express it in a smile, and instead, like on the verge of tears. Kotori looks tearful due to all the emotional feelings. What are you getting all tearful for?
だって私
We finally did it, huh? Let's hug it out, Kotori.
こんなに頑張ってそれがちゃんと形になったのってもうずっとなかったから。
Feels good, right? It feels good to have like a big goal that you know you won't achieve immediately, that takes a lot of effort, a lot of time and hard work. You have to pour your heart and soul into it, and then you finally achieve it, and that moment that's just so glorious. I know how she feels. However, it's still too early, right?
そうそう、そういうのは飛んでからにしようよ。そうね。
It's late though, right? It's late at night. I don't think we're gonna do the test flight tonight. Kotori wipes her eyes with her arm, renewing her motivation.
歪みもない。表面も限りなく滑らかだ。
Is it Amane approved? Amane looks uncharacteristically serious as she checks over the two completed main wings. Distortions inhibit the normal flow of air, reducing lifts. Also, unevenness and scratches on the surface, even those so fine that they cannot be seen by the naked eye, will cause friction and create drag.
いい翼だ。
Yes! Good job, girls! With Amane's seal of approval, Ageha and Kotori high-five each other and punch the air. What is the air? Always punching the air, huh? What has the air ever done to us? At some point, these two formed a great partnership.
これで飛べるのよね。
There's only one way to find out, Kotori.
ああ、飛べる。
Finally, we can do the test flight tomorrow, yeah! Woo! Excited. Okay, and stop! Early morning, look at this glorious music. This feels like fucking Rocky music or something, right? We're just so pumped, excited, ready to go. Let's fucking do this shit, yeah! Woo! It's finally time for the test flight. In order to do that, we have to take the glider to the runway. We put the glider on a special trailer for it to be towed by a truck.
ようやく完成したか。
Hell yeah, Anchan, hell yeah! Anchan, who brought the small truck inside the school from the factory, speaks quietly to himself when he sees the wings that have been loaded onto the trailer. By the way, we received permission for Anchan to bring his truck into school grounds. That was the first time I had seen the advisor, Yamanobe-sensei. As I imagined, he was an honest and good person, but seemed a little timid.
できたよあんちゃん。
Ageha lifts her head to let us know that the trailer has been connected to the truck.
トレーラーの中で機体が擦れたりしないようちゃんとチェックしとけよ。
The glider had been separated into several parts and loaded into the trailer. If they aren't firmly secured, or if there is any friction during transportation, it is possible that they might get damaged.
ここちょっと緩いんじゃない？
Ageha, could you grab a towel? I put the towel into the gap to act as a cushioning. That should do it.
よしじゃあ行くか。助手席はハバネさん、あとは荷台に乗り込め。お前ら手を貸してやってくれ。
Ageha and I lift up Kotori and put her down on the passenger seat.
私も後ろが良かったな。
Oh, it's okay, Kotori. Kotori grumbles a little. I can't say I don't know how she feels. Ageha and I take her wheelchair and get into the cargo bed of the into the cargo bed of the truck.
準
Holy
備はいい
shit.
か。
オッケーだよ。
Okay.
よし出発だ。
He starts the engine and the truck tows the trailer along. It's kind of clear skies as well. Alright, this is good. This is good.
はーいみんな。
Amane! As we arrive at the runway, Amane, who reached here first, waves her hand to greet us. They even put fucking launchers there, you know, for the people that will be spectating the test flights. Oh yeah. Anchan parks the truck next to the runway, and we jump out of the cargo bed.
あー楽しかった。
I've always wanted to ride in the cargo bed of a truck.
いいな二人とも。
We help Kotori, who seems quite dejected, out of the passenger seat and onto the wheelchair. While we do that, Anchan disconnects the trailer from the truck.
達也
よあまね。
すまないな手伝ってもらって。
I don't think he
いいって
minds.
ことよ。あいつらのためならな。
See?
それに
True buddy.
俺だって無関係じゃないだろ。何せ OB なんだからな。
そうだったな。
本当はこいつが飛ぶところを見ていきたいんだが。
Anchan, are you leaving? I was listening from a distance away, but couldn't resist butting in.
これから仕事なんだ。
Ah, dude, just stick around like 5 minutes. I'm gonna make this shit fucking fly. You're gonna be proud of me.
あんちゃんにも見てほしかったな。
大丈夫だ。ここで飛べばうちの工場からも見える。
Oh yeah, we'll fly right over your factory. We're gonna beep like beep beep. Anchan, look, it's up. Beep beep.
絶対見ててね。
ああ。だからしっかりやれよ。
We'll try our best. It's our first test flight, right? It could go horribly wrong. Anchan gives a great big smile and then returns to the truck to leave. As soon as Anchan left, we immediately began the assembly. The aircraft is still in pieces on the trailer. First, we put the fuselage on the ground and then take out the 2 main wings. Kotori, keep an eye out to make sure it doesn't hit anything.
オッケー。
Ageha, Amane, and I lift up one of the main wings and attach it to the fuselage.
風に気をつけてくれ。そよ風程度でも翼は揚力を発生させてしまうからな。
Really? Even while just standing still? If a strong wind were to blow straight into this, the lift generated would send the wing along with us, flying. Damn. After attaching the main wings, next it's a horizontal tailplane.
ゆっくりね。ゆっくりだよ。
We carefully assemble it, making sure not to bump it against anything and getting it scratched.
おお。
It's delicate work. Is that it? We've assembled it. Standing in front of the completed glider, we are all filled with deep emotion. This is what we've built. This is what we've worked so hard for. It's finally here in its completed form.
こんな風になるんだ。
It's huge.
でも綺麗。
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Until now, we didn't really know what it would look like to see the full view of our very own aircraft. Compared to the regular planes that we are all familiar with, it looks kinda odd. In particular, the unusual long wings that we completed the day before looks really unbalanced compared to the slightly stubby looking fuselage. But I wonder, looking at each part and knowing that in order to fly, there's a reason for all of it, it feels like something incredibly beautiful.
チェックを始めるぞ。
Amane, holding the printed out checklist in one hand, gives out instructions to
工具
everyone.
は揃っているか？
Tools,
全部あります。
check. Before we fly, we have to make sure that we have all the tools required for assembly. If there's anything missing, it's possible that it's still attached to the aircraft. In such an event, it would cause a huge accident. Look
車
at that
輪の空
thing.
気。
Look at that thing. Is there a duck on the front? Is there actually a duck on front? Did they like paint hat in there? The duck doesn't have a hat though. That's kind of a shame. There's enough in them.
ピトー缶詰まってないか？大丈夫よ。
Check.
それから
There's a wide range of different things to check. We check for wear and tear on the aircraft. We even check to see if any bugs have made nests anywhere. At a glance, some of it might seem silly, but when we consider that we'll be flying through the air in this thing, we can't really say that. For example, if a bug jams one of the instruments, it could possibly have a negative effect on the pilot and may cause an accident. Yeah, like, imagine this, right? I fucking hate wasps. Was it last summer? I had 2 near-death experience with wasps, okay? Imagine if like suddenly you were stuck in that cockpit in the air and there's a wasp in there with you. I would just fucking crash it. I don't give a shit. I'm like, I'm taking you down with me, wasp! Boom! By assembling the glider and doing all the checks ourselves, we are able to gain a deeper understanding of the glider. Amane said that she had made some revisions to a checklist made by one of the old members.
じゃあ次はポジティブコントロールチェックだ。
Control check. As she says that, Amane gets into the cockpit.
右エルロン。
Right aileron. Check, I guess. The rest of us, standing outside, go to the part that she calls out, in this case, the right aileron, and hold onto it, making it hard to move. Amane moves the yoke to operate the aileron. At this time, if the yoke can be moved with no resistance whatsoever, it's possible that the couplings between the yoke and the aileron have been cut. If this were a car, it would be like moving the steering wheel and the wheels not turning. Needless to say, that would be extremely dangerous. These checks are also carried out on the rudder and elevator.
オールオッケーです。
We're getting so close.
じゃあ今度は葵くんが後部座席に乗ってくれ。
Wait, I'm going in the backseat? I thought I was gonna fly this shit. We're actually inside of it now, though. We're inside of it. Amane gets out and I sit in the back seat. Then we repeat the same checks. Wait, is the person who sits in the back actually the one piloting it, or is it the one sitting in the front?
フラップ、ダイブブレーキもバッチリよ。
Yep, flaps. The butt flaps. Now that the assembly checks have all been completed, I get out of the cockpit. Everyone lines up for the briefing.
ああ、今日は風も穏やかで、テストフライトにはちょうどいい日だな。
Aren't you kind of supposed to give like an inspirational speech, Amane? Amane, who would normally be explaining the precautions at this point, speaks with a gloomy look on her face that contradicts the things she's saying.
だから怖がる必要はないぞ。きっとうまくいくからな。
You don't have to look so difficult, Amane. You're not giving us a lot of confidence here, you know?
怖がってるのあまねちゃんでしょ？
Yeah, we can tell. We can clearly read the worry on your face. Kotori speaks quite tactlessly, and Amane freezes up. Then... Shake, shake, shake. Whoa, whoa, calm down, Amane! Is this an earthquake or is Amane shaking? She starts trembling,
風
whoa!
がないとグライダーは飛ばない。
Is she that
そう
nervous?
いう意味じゃ今日はフライト日和とは言えないな。
She's this nervous? I mean, she has done a test flight, but there was a test flight before, right? I understand that this is like years and years of her hard work, and it's all culminating in this one, well, not one test flight, but this is the beginning of, right? This is the beginning of the end, basically. But she has done a test flight before? Was she also this nervous, or is it just completely different now? Hey, what are you talking about?
ちょっと小鳥、どうすんのよ。いや、どうって言われても。よーし、今日は中止にしよう。組み立ての練習ができたんだからもういいよな。
Cancel? What?
ほら、何言ってんの。ここまで来たら普通飛ぶでしょうが。
We're gonna fly today, right?
いや、君たちはまだ初心者だから知らないだろうが、グライダーのフライトには本来もっと荒れた日の方が。あまねちゃんがビビってるだけでしょ。だってそういう時は手のひらにひとって字をたくさん書いて飲み込めばいいのよ。やだ、そんな迷信信じないぞ。
Come on, Amane. She needs something to just get some confidence. She sounds like a kid when she said that.
大丈夫ですって。風が穏やかな方が安定して飛べるだろうし。
I think so too.
やだ、怖い。
Amane! This is not like her at all. Oh, she said she's scared.
しょうがないわね。アゲハ、葵くん。
At Kotori's signal, Ageha and I hold Amane firmly from each side.
何をする？
What are we gonna do, tickle her?
すみません、天音先輩。
It's for your own good.
やめろ、離せ。
While we hold on to Amane as she struggles against us, Kotori writes the Chinese character for person on the palm of her hand a ridiculous number of times. Person, person, person.
こんだけ書けば十分でしょう。
3, 6, 8 times should be enough. Then Kotori takes a run up. Hey, there's no need to take a run up. What is she doing?
やだ、やめろ。のら
Oh, Kotori attack! Bam! Did she smack her? Wow, she smacked her! Damn! Kotori, I didn't know you were this violent! Rather than making her eat the person characters, Kotori slaps her right in the face. This was just like the kind of thing that happens in pro wrestling, where 3 bad guys team up on the, up to hurt one of the good guys.
これでどう？少しは怖くなくなったでしょ？鼻が。
Poor girl. Having had some fighting spirit slapped into her, we hope, Amane holds her nose.
ちょっと聞きすぎたかしら。
Why did you slap her in the face like that?
天音先輩の鼻が縮んで美人が台無しになったらどうすんの？
I don't know, isn't Tiny Nose better? I don't know. This is totally crazy. Amane, are you alright? I mean, the girls in this visual novel already have kind of tiny noses.
平気だ。
She's fine.
ありがとう、みんな。少しだけ勇気が出たよ。
Oh, good. Giving a little smile, Amane walks towards the winch.
よし、成功ね。
Yes, good job, everyone. She's not trembling anymore. What was that? What do you mean? Is that like a flash? Someone taking
先輩は
pictures?
私のアイドルなんだからね。何を二人して。
Are we angry at Kotori? How dare you slap Amane? Kotori chased after us as we went off ahead. On one side of the runway is a huge thing that looks like a household generator. This is the Winch. A glider, which has no thrust of its own, cannot fly into the air by itself. There are a few different ways for it to take off. A method using a towing plane is often used, where a regular plane is used to tow the glider into the air, where it is then released. Ah, this can be done if you can get it to a certain altitude to begin with. However, if you don't have an airplane, which is expensive, you have to use another method. That's where the winch comes in, so this thing, huh? To explain it simply, it's a machine which reels in a rope using a giant motor. The glider is connected to the end of the rope, which is then lifted to a great height to make it take off, just like kites that are flown on New Year. The difference is that the glider is huge and quite heavy. Naturally, the winch has to be huge too. Yeah, this kind of, you know what this reminds me of? If you've ever been to like an ice rink or something, you know those huge buffing machines or something that they use to I guess buff the ice or just like clean the ice, shave the ice. But like, if you ever go into like ice hockey matches, you saw those. There's a word for them. Like Canada fucking loves those things, right? Obviously because they love ice hockey. But like, god damn it, what are those things called? But that's what they remind me of.
最初はフルパワーで、機体が地面から約30度に達したら徐々にパワーを緩めていって。
Okay, okay, I totally understand what you mean. Amane is teaching Kotori how to use the winch. She already explained this a few days ago, and we tried operating it before, so now it's just a recap. Our rules for today are that Amane and I are the pilots, Kotori operates the winch, and Agea helps with takeoff and landing as well as ground control. By the way, the winch isn't as expensive as a plane, but it still appears to be quite pricey. It was used by previous members of the Soaring Club, maintained since, and will now be put into actual use, so it's been in service for many years, and for many generations. To be honest, the equipment here goes way beyond the scope of high school club activities. Definitely, definitely. Like, you got fucking maybe like chess club or something, right? That's a thing for school maybe. Like, if they ever ask for new equipments, can we get a new chessboard? Oh, we lost one of the pawns, sir. Can we get new chess pieces? But here, like, okay, we're trying to fly our glider. Ma'am, principal, we need a winch, okay? Get us a fucking winch.
それじゃ、離陸準備に入ろう。
Alright. We walk back from the winch towards the aircraft. It's about a kilometer away, so it takes a while. Damn, it's a whole kilometer away? So, like, the winch is connected with ropes to the glider, right? So the winch also, like, I sort of travels, or not? Or is the winch, does it stand still? Does it basically stand static and then it pulls in the rope? Or something? I don't know exactly, man. Maybe it'll show it somehow, how it works. Amane gets into the front seat with me following her and getting into the back seat.
シートベルトしっかり締めてね。
Of course, of course. As Agea tells me to do this, I check the seatbelt several times.
ペダルに足は届いているか？動かしにくい部分はないか？
It's okay. I can reach everything, I think. It's time. It's time. Whew. Breathe in. The canopy, the transparent lid that covers the cockpit is closed.
キャノピーがロックされているか確認してくれ。
We're actually going to fucking do this shit. Okay. I check the lock. If it's not properly locked, it may open during flight, which is really dangerous. Yeah, no shit. Amane performs a final check on the flight controls. Outside the canopy, a guy's head just sort of peeks in like, are you okay in there? Agea checks the rope extending from the winch that is connected to the glider. Oh god, I don't know why that's so funny to me, just her head peeking in. Amane operates the release lever, and the hook holding the rope is immediately released. If this isn't released, it's possible that a big accident could occur, so it must be checked before landing. Agea gives a signal from outside, and connects the tow rope once again. We suddenly feel a lot more nervous. Now, the aircraft will fly through the air. It still doesn't feel real. For a start, could an aircraft that we made ourselves really fly? There's no engine, and it can't even flap its wings like a bird. So will it really be alright? I've had the theory explained to me many times, but you don't get a feeling for what it's really like from theory alone. Yeah, because it's just a thing, it doesn't move, like it's just static, right? It's just a thing that nothing's pushing it forward but wind. The wind itself, that's the only thing that you're relying upon, and it's just like no motor, nothing that forces you forward. It's just, you know, it's not like a bird where it flaps its wings, as they said. It's kind of hard to actually get your head around, for me at least. If you want that, the only way is to fly. Wait, did I skip that sentence? No. Finally, we can fly. Finally. Are you ready, Amane? She was deadly nervous too. Amane?
大丈夫。怖くない。怖くない。
Now's not the time to be scared, okay?
みんなが
Actually, now's the perfect time.
私のなんかよりずっと優れている。
Maybe she's getting like PTSD flashbacks from because she last time kind of almost died, right? Because of the wings snapping off, sort of, or just not being stable enough.
だから大丈夫。
Yeah, I feel like it must have scared her a lot. Yes, it'll be okay. Come on, Amane.
小鳥が恐怖心を追い払ってくれたし。でもいざとなったら頼んだぞ、葵くん。
Don't worry, I'm in control. I'm going to be flying this bitch. Leave it to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you ever were to leave flying into the air in my hands, I don't know if that would be a safe, wise choice to make. This is why I trained on the simulator until I got sick of it. But still, you know, I mean, they do that with a lot of things, right? Like, even if you're going to be training for to becoming an actual pilot, they do train you for multiple of hours, like hundreds of hours on a simulator, right? But I feel like it's still, yeah, like a simulator is trying to simulate as closely as possible how it is flying an airplane, right? Or the task that you're trying to do. But it'll never be exactly like the real thing. So, of course, it's gonna be a bit nerve-wracking our very first time. In my head, I go over the steps for takeoff. The most dangerous part of the flight is the landing. However, the takeoff is also dangerous, and accidents can easily occur. This time, I can rely on Amane, but I need to learn a lot to understand even a little about how it's done. Whew. Ageha taps the canopy from outside. I'm ready, Ageha! I'm ready! Amane and I reply, ready, and Ageha walks round to the side of the aircraft and lifts up the left wing that was in contact with the ground. The aircraft becomes level. The wings of a glider are really long, and it can't stand on its wheels like a normal plane, so it is placed with one of the wings touching the ground. Oh, that's even... Really? Wow, so it's not even sort of stable, right? One wing is touching the ground? That's why, when launching it, someone has to run along holding the wing up until it gains lift. And that's gonna be Ageha. Ageha, who is holding up the wing, gives the signal that launch preparations are complete to Kotori, who is waiting far away. Can she see the signal from like a kilometer away? Oh man, this is it, right? This is it. This is what we've been working so hard for these last couple of months, ever since we joined the Soaring Club. We can do this, Amane. We can do this. This is for all of us. This is for everybody who ever joined the Soaring Club. All its past and current members. Let's fucking do this shit. As Amane speaks quietly to me. Whoosh! Oh shit, we're taking off! The aircraft suddenly lifts up. Pulled by the winch, the glider quickly accelerates. The wheels bounce along the unpaved runway. Oh man, Ageha ran along while holding up the left wing. Can she even keep up with this pace? And look at her from the side and our eyes meet. I'll see you, Ageha, I hope. Hopefully we don't crash or accidents happen and we die. Oh man, that'd be tragic. Whoosh! We're actually going up! A few seconds after the aircraft started moving along the runway, it felt like it was floating upwards. That was after only moving along a few meters. Then it starts to float slightly while accelerating. It's rising, it's going up! Amane pulled back on the yoke. The aircraft tilts upwards. I don't know what the angle was, but I felt like it was a really steep angle. Wasn't it like 30? 40? We're doing it! We're doing it! Look at it! Oh yes! Don't we have to release the rope at some point? Please don't forget to release the rope. Because otherwise we're either gonna come crashing down, or we're lifting the winch and Kotori up with us, right? That'd be even more tragic. Whoa! We're actually flying! My whole body was shaking from the G-force. It felt like the floating sensation was equal to the feeling of being pulled by the winch. I looked down through the canopy. However, at this angle, the main wings blocked my field of vision. I could hardly see the ground at all. How high are we now? Being unsure of the situation sowed the seeds of fear in my mind.
抵抗策を切り離す。
Yes, release it. There he goes. There he goes. Our connection to Kotori. Hopefully the rope doesn't fall on her head. The feeling of being pulled suddenly disappears, and the aircraft floats gently as it has been set free. That's because it has been released from the winch. We're flying! We're doing it! From that moment, the glider was no longer borrowing power from something else. It was flying all by itself. I've never experienced this before. This strange feeling of floating. The sound of the wind is extremely loud.
葵君、抵抗策を確認してくれ。
Okay. Checking the rope. It even went down. It even went down with a parachute. I, sitting in the back seat, turn around to see the tow rope that has been safely released. The rope, with a small parachute attached, falls slowly to the ground. I mean, it's a smart thing, right, to attach it to a parachute. It's just kind of funny to me. A rope falling down, attached to a parachute. But yeah, like, it falling down from such a high height, it could go rogue and suddenly just fall on Kotori, for example, right? We don't want that to happen. Release confirmed.
よし、離陸成功だ。
Launch successful. We're flying. The glider was able to fly into the sky without any problems.
飛んでる。
Yes, Kotori. Yes.
ちゃんと空飛んでるよ。
It's not a dream.
見て見て、飛んでるよ。
I just can't help but have like the biggest smile on my face, you know? Because this is a happy moment.
見てるよ。
We worked so hard for this. Well, I personally didn't do shit, but you know, I experienced it through all of them. I feel happy for them.
すごい。私たちが作った翼が飛んでる。
I think it's just the angle at which we're looking at the glider, but like the left wing looks so much longer than the right one.
ああやって飛ぶんだ。やっぱり感慨深いものがあるわね。
Oh, it's not just you, Ageha. This is a very beautiful moment.
あ、ロープが降りてきた。回収しとかなくちゃ。
Yeah, careful, don't let it fall down on your head.
いいな。
Catch the rope. Aw, you'll be next someday, okay? You're gonna fly too, okay? Kotori, I promise you. We really are flying. This is awesome.
下は見ない方がいいぞ。怖いからな。
I'm not looking down, not looking down. You don't need to look down. Please keep looking straight ahead.
さあじゃあ。
It's kind of funny that we, the amateur, is telling the supposedly veteran Amane sort of like, okay, keep your cool, keep your calm, Amane. Don't look down, look up. We're about 300 meters above the ground. Damn, we're flying above the city. We can see the, I don't know what that huge building on the right is, but it's like a circus or whatever, I don't know. Then we see like a baseball or soccer, football field down there. Oh, Gea's going to get the tow rope. The tow rope, in other words, the rope coming out from the winch, was attached to the bottom of the aircraft by a hook. The hook can be detached any time from the cockpit. This is usually done just before the glider reaches the point above the winch. Even if there is a problem with the controls for detaching it, once the glider goes past the point of being directly above the winch and is pulled from behind, it automatically releases. Once it's released, a small parachute is opened and it falls slowly back to the ground. If it's not attached, it can cause a terrible accident, yeah, I can imagine. So we must check to see if it has been released. So that's how they do it, huh? As I sat in the back seat, I enjoyed the view from 300 meters above the ground. We're overlooking the city. I could see the roof of Flying Fish Manor, which was quite close to the runway. I could also see Agea's house, which looked tiny. Oh, it's the school! Wow, we're really flying!
あんまり飛んでると言わないでくれね。意識してしまうじゃないか。
Shouldn't we be aware of it though? Because we really are flying! Oh, sorry. Cause we're really actually fucking flying. Holding my tongue, I simply enjoyed my first flight. When I saw the glider flying from below, it looked like it was really carefree as it flew. But once you actually ride it, it really does feel carefree after all. However, hearing the sounding of the wind, or the rushing sound of the wind, and the feeling that the wind resistance goes right into my body, are things that you don't get from a simulator. Those things are the forces that keep the glider, which has no thrust in the air. Even when the aircraft moves down slowly, it doesn't feel like it's falling as it flies leisurely through the wind. Yes. What's that? That's because it was team effort, Amane. All of us worked so hard on that. It's all thanks to those guys. Oh, definitely I'm gonna hug them to death. Are we going back already? She said as she tilts the yoke to the right. The aircraft leans to the right all of a sudden. Whoa! Oh shit! Is something going wrong? Amane returns the yoke to its original position and corrects the aircraft which had been banked too far. But... oh, what's happening? She moves it too much and then it banks to the left. Girl, I think Amane is just pulling it, yanking it way too far. Amane, what are you doing? Stay calm, stay calm. God, what are you doing, Amane? That's what they're thinking, like, oh, everything must be going well up there. Meanwhile, we're like panicking like shit up there, like, oh fuck, what are you doing, Amane? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, of course we have like a walkie-talkie, right? We receive a transmission from Kotori. Shh, Amane, calm down! Amane, calm down! Since a few moments earlier, Amane, who had tried to level the aircraft, leaned it too far and then back again, over and over. She's like overcompensating. Just calm down, don't yank so hard. It's my time to shine. Okay, Amane, I'm taking over. This is what I trained so hard for in the simulator. I feel bad for Amane though, she's so nervous and just, holy crap, scared. Amane lets go of the controls. In her place, I take over the controls from the back seat. Okay, so both cockpits actually have the controls. Double-seater gliders have completely the same controls in both the front and the back seats. Alright, just like I did in a simulator, it's exactly the same, pretty much, like 95%. I tried turning it using the yoke to control the ailerons and the elevator, as well as the pedals to control the rudder. I tilt the yoke to the right and the aircraft banks. You really only need to move the yoke back to the middle after banking, but in this case, it needs to be moved a little in the opposite direction. So, this is counter-steering. I get it! The reaction of the ailerons is too sensitive. But it's okay, this won't be a problem. When I say that the reaction is too sensitive, I mean that if I just move the yoke even a little, the ailerons move more than normal, which causes the aircraft to lean too far. They're misaligned. If Amane, who is really clumsy, were to use the controls like this, it could be a bit dangerous. So it's the aileron's fault, it's not even Ageha's fault? Well, it could be Ageha's fault for maybe installing it the wrong way, or something is just, you know, iffy. I don't know, but okay. It happens, you know, like it's our first test flight. This is what we're doing it for, right? It's a test flight to figure out if everything's actually working. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Sure. I'm doing it. I've taken over. Whew. It seems like we're level again. I'm okay. Yeah, something like that's no problem. It's a little hard to maneuver, but it should be fine once I get used to it. Okay, I'll pilot it for a while. For now, I'll just fly once around the runway. I slowly turn the aircraft and make it turn around above Kotori and Ageha. From above, I can see them both waving. I wonder if Anchan is watching us too. He said he would watch. He said he would watch from the factory. He better be. I can just about make out the roof of Anchan's factory from here. I turn a little more, and now we're above the lake. Shall we go to the other side of the lake? That's one thing, like, you're very dependent on the air, so you probably have to take all these things into account. Airflow, air currents, whatever the hell other air, you know, but like, yeah. You're at the mercy of the air. If we can't ride the vertical drafts, we can't raise the altitude. Even though we call it flying, in actuality, the glider is continually falling slowly. So if there are no vertical drafts, we will have to land at some point, But with these wings... Oh. Sorry, Amane. I tried to steal her line. Roger that. If it looks bad, we'll turn around and come back. Yes. Perfect flying. I mean, continuously falling right there. We're leaving, you guys. Bye bye, okay, Kotori. We're never coming back. Wouldn't it be kind of scary to fly around at Windmill Hill? Like, what if you actually are flying pretty low and you actually get close to the windmills? Although the windmills actually do create air currents or whatever, right? Airflow. So that shouldn't be a problem technically, right? The glider proceeds to fly across the lake. The altitude is gradually dropping, but we are alright for the time being. Thank you. I learned how to read the instruments with the simulator, but I'm still not used to it. We just flew straight forward, and after a short time, the other side of the lake came into view. There it is, Windmill Hill. There, we saw the gentle slopes of the hill, and the windmills lined up on top. Today, the wind is quite weak, so they weren't really turning that much. Oh, we saw, I don't know, like apparently these girls are twins, right? Like we met one of the girls in the supermarket, and then another one near the lake, sometime at night. Like, I was wondering, like, when are they actually part of the story or what? But like, we're seeing her again now. Ah, there's the other girl, the twinsies. They see us flying. They see our glider. Were they seriously shit-talking our glider? From over there, we saw you flying for the first time, Amane. Oh, sorry, are we bringing up bad memories right now? That was the day I came back to this town. The day it all began. That time, Kotori was waving her hand at the glider. Did you see her? Yeah, I don't think you can make out people from up here. Like, maybe you see like a tiny dot if there are people down there, but you can't actually see them making gestures. Oh. Is that a cloud? Suddenly got... Whoa, we're flying awfully low! While we were speaking, we crossed the lake and are now above the windmills, like almost next to the windmills it looks like. Just like Amane did on that day, we slowly turned above the hill. It felt really strange to look down at the giant windmills from above. And that's a view you don't get very often. It's a special one, okay, girls? You wouldn't understand.
あれは
Never mind.
グライダーじゃないかしら。
Girl B knows. Girl B understands. She's the smart twin, I can already tell.
グライダー？ええ、多分だけど。
You're right, B.
グライダー。すごくゆっくり飛ぶんだね。気持ちが良さそう。
Wanna go on my glide? I feel like that would just, like, being an official glider pilot would just be a great way to pick up chicks, right? Like, it's very impressive. Like, hey girl, wanna come and fly my glider? And then bam, panties are dropped.
エンジンを積めばもっと早く飛べるのに。どうしてそうしないのかしら。葵くん、だいぶ高度が下がってきているぞ。
Oh damn. Roger, heading back. We can't stay here for long. We need to go back across the lake while we still have enough altitude. As we turn back towards the direction of the other side of the lake. I could see people on the top of the hill. There are 2 of them. They must be girls. Really? We can see the twins from here? It seemed like they were looking up at us. They like gliders, the same as Kotori. While making that up in my head, I leave Windmill Hill behind me. Alright, bye-bye twins. Bye-bye girls.
行っちゃったね。ふわふわしてて、なんだか頼りなかったわね。うん。
But it's fun, okay? It's different. It's cool.
飛んでるって感じがした。あ、戻ってきたよ。だいぶ低くなってるわね。
Hopefully we'll make it.
着陸するみたい。もしもし、葵、聞こえる？
Hello, Ageha, I hear you, over. Loud and clear. Now commencing landing. Over.
了解。着陸するって。
Shouldn't we say over? Like, I'm pretty sure that that's something you always say, right? Or at least in movies. Well then, I'll turn the controls to you.
了解。
Alright, you're gonna do the landing, Amane. That's the hardest part, right? The most dangerous part? Nodding nervously, Amane grips the yoke. It's said that the landing is the most common time for glider accidents to occur, because it's going from flying to being in contact with the ground. One mistake can mean that it's very easy to suffer some kind of physical damage. The landing is difficult, and when you push the yoke forward to lower the altitude, the speed can increase. If you're traveling too fast, there will be a large impact on landing, and you won't be able to stop after landing. It's possible to go past the end of the runway and collide into something. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Now I'm getting kinda nervous again. That's why you need to lower the altitude while keeping the speed as low as possible. For that reason, the main wings of gliders are equipped with several types of lift-reducing apparatus. By reducing lift, the altitude can be reduced without increasing the speed. Even though a glider is quite simply built, there are several different devices equipped for takeoff and landing.
降りてきた。いいよいいよ、そのまま。
Down we go. Holy shit, that looks so fast. Did we do it? Oh, bam! Ugh. It's okay, Amane. You got this. You got this under control. Amane, in a way that could almost be described as a rough landing, sets us down on the ground with the feeling like we're falling. The glider, returning to the ground, ran along for a few meters before the wheel brakes stops it.
おかえり。
We made it! We made it back home on ground! Alive! As we open a canopy, Ageha thrusts her face inside. We made it! Yes! Taking off the seatbelt, I clamber out of the narrow cockpit. Amane, are you okay? Come on, girl, stay with me!
大丈夫だ。
I know that was scary, right? But come on, it was awesome and exciting too. Amane slowly takes off her seatbelt. I get out first and help Amane get out. It's been a while. Well, about 10 minutes. But I strangely missed being able to put my feet on the ground.
どうだった？
It was amazing, Kotori. You gotta experience it yourself. Kotori, arriving a little later than Ageha, rushes ahead and starts firing questions at us. Well, how should I put it? Awesome, amazing, spectacular? It was awesome! It felt totally incredible. No other impressions came to mind.
やっぱり
Yes. How long were we flying for?
だいたい15分ってとこかな。
15 minutes.
ねえねえ、風車の丘まで行ったの？
Mm-hmm, we did. Yeah, just for a little while. I got a pretty good look at it.
いいな。お疲れ様です、天音先輩。
Ageha passes some mineral water to Amane. The cockpit, that was continually being hit with direct sunshine, was unbearably hot inside.
ありがとう。どうでしたか？治癒の具合は。
Oh, they were amazing. Much better than the previous one, she said.
以前よりも全然滑空が滑らかでいい感じだった。
You did a good job, Ageha.
よし。
You too, Kotori.
でも途中でフラフラしてましたよね。ああ、エルロンがピーキーすぎた。少し調整しないと。
They're just a bit sensitive.
他には何か問題ありましたか？
Other than that, I don't think so.
そうだな。
But Amane is more the expert here than I am. While Kotori and I were overwhelmed with excitement, beside us, Ageha and Amane were talking about it in a very matter-of-fact manner.
もう少し飛んでみないとわからないが、今のところそのくらいかな。了解っす。じゃあすぐエルロンの調整だけしちゃいましょう。
Ageha enthusiastically goes over to get the tools.
何してるの？みんな手伝ってよ。今日中に飛べるだけ飛ぶんだから。
We're gonna fly some more? The testing has only just started. Then, we did a few more tests. The main objective for today was to test the main wings that had just been completed, and check the repaired instruments, and also to give me flight training. Thanks to the work I'd put into the simulator, I was able to control it from the very beginning. I only realized this from flying the real thing, but the simulator that Amane made gives a pretty realistic feeling of flying. I have to say that's what I'd expected of her. After adjusting the ailerons, I practiced takeoff and landing and was able to use the basic maneuvers. Was it only just me and Amane flying every single time? As I returned from the 5th flight, Ageha came over to us.
お疲れ。
Yeah, 5th time. That's a lot. I groaned as I opened the canopy. Oh, it's so hot.
おい水。
Thank you. It looks like if you want to fly in this season, water is indispensable.
だいぶ慣れてきたんじゃない？
Yeah, my body's being used to being in the cockpit now.
さっきの旋回すごく綺麗だったわ。着陸も天音ちゃんよりスムーズだった。
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're praising me too much, Kotori.
葵くんは上達が早いな。
Amane speaks in a way that is hard to interpret whether she's pleased or if she's sulking. That means it's a little bit of both. It would appear that she still has a complex about her clumsiness. I'm feeling quite worn out. I'm gonna take a little break. Getting back on the ground, my legs are a little unsteady. Rather than actually being tired, being in the air for so long has messed up my sense of balance.
十分テストできたし、続きはお昼を食べた後でいいか。
It's only still morning and we had 5 test flights? Damn.
そうしますか。
Yes, let's have lunch. We continue with that conversation topic. Then Kotori says... She's like,
あのさ、
when is my turn to fly? Can I fly too, please?
私も乗りたい。
I knew it. Of course, your turn will come, Kotori. Amane looked at me. No, I can't let her ride with me. You're the one with the license, Amane.
でも、もう君の方が上手だぞ。
But like, I'm still the student in this situation, right? Like, I feel confident flying because I know, even if I mess up, I know that you are there with me, Amane, to hopefully take over and get me out of if I ever find myself in a shitty situation, right? But if anything were to happen, and it's Kotori in the back, she won't be able to control it properly. So that's like, just a bit more scary. That might be true for just normal flying, but there's no guarantee that there won't be any problems. Like the thing, if everything goes smoothly, then it would be fine, right? But you can't count on everything going smoothly. Like, it just has... One wrong thing has to just happen and boom. There's not much we can do. If something happens, I won't be able to deal with it. Yeah, Amane, take Kotori in the air. Ageha responds instinctively, and Amane seems a little hurt. However, when I was sitting in the back seat watching Amane at the controls, I certainly did feel quite nervous. Wow, she wants it this badly. She's like, I don't give a shit if I'll die or live, as long as I'll be able to fly. Kotori swallows as she nods. Kotori and Amane together. Yes, Kotori! I'm actually very happy for her because she so desperately wanted this, right? In her wheelchair, Kotori throws her arms into the air. Okay, sure. Up, there we go. Ageha and I pick up Kotori and put her in the back seat. Is your butt not too warm? Are you okay, Amane? What's up, Amane? Really? You're worried that you don't have me? I've only flown 5 times now, which might actually be more than Amane has, but she's technically the more experienced one. While we continue the preparations, Ageha waits over by the winch. The launch preparations were complete. I gave Ageha the signal to commence the launch. Oh gosh, this is actually really weird because Kotori's so excited and Amane is so scared and nervous. Calm down, Amane. I like the more excited that Kotori gets, the more nervous that makes Amane. What's wrong? The winch isn't moving at all. Hey, what's the problem? Ageha is waving in this direction. The next moment... Whoa! Oh, what? Shit! It broke? Black smoke was coming from the winch. Oh my god, really? Now, of all times, after 5 test flights, the winch just like, yeah, ain't happening. Is the world just against Kotori flying or something? And like, nope, ain't gonna happen, Kotori. Like, damn. The one time when it's Kotori's turn is like, no, you're not flying today, Kotori. Poor girl. Smoke is coming out from the winch. Yeah, not good. That's not good. Amane probably feels like, yes, I've been saved. And Kotori's crying on the inside. And probably soon on the outside too. I'll be back. Just in case, please release the tow rope for now. Yeah, what if it's something like, boom, still activates? I checked that Amane had released the tow rope, then run over to the winch. What's up? The heck happened? Looking at the black smoke rising up like a signal beacon, Ageha called out, completely at a loss as to what to do. Oh, damn. Shit. So that means no test flights anymore. Amane sounded like she was in complete despair, and looked at the inside of the winch, which was covered in oil. I'm sorry, Kotori, even though it's not my fault and I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I just feel bad for her. Kotori, who really wanted to fly, was downhearted. It looked like one of the parts of this dilapidated old machine has broken, and we could no longer use it. True. Amane nods as if to say, you're right. Can this be fixed?
業者に修理を依頼しないと。
Like Achan?
結構時間かかるんじゃ
Or
ないですか。
Anchan?
1日や2日じゃ無理だろうな。
Damn, really? For a start, even getting someone to come and get such a bulky machine would be a tough job in itself. To tell the truth, I'm more worried about the costs than the time it will take.
ってことは今日のテストはここまでだ。
Oh no! Oh, poor Kotori. Sitting in her wheelchair, Kotori goes white with shock.